I've just picked up this from eBay, £154. It's a jewellery polisher. It's Chinese in manufacturer, can't seem to find a make on it. States that it does 0 to 8,000 RPM on the motors, which I doubt, but we'll do a test a little bit later for that. And basically what you see is what you get. It comes assembled, other than this clear acrylic on the front here, which is just 3 screws to assemble, which I've already done, just as a protection guard. It comes with this and an Allen key wrench, I presume, for taking these shafts on and off. And that's it. You get no buffing wheels, no nothing, no polish. The maximum buffing polishing wheels that will fit are 4-inch. I nearly made the mistake of buying some 6-inch ones, but they wouldn't have fitted. They wouldn't have even come close, sort of thing. So what I'll do is I'll pop these on. Okay, I'll put those on. Some of the features that are nice about it, I mean, the main reason I bought it was the larger DSM150PS. Great machine, but it hasn't got this sort of guard around it, and I'm finding that there's dust and everything. I'm wearing masks and goggles, which you need to anyway, but it's just overly complicating it more, and all my stuff's getting covered in fibres and stuff. So I bought this on the basis that it's got an extraction system on it. It's quite nice in that the lid just simply lifts on these type sort of catches on the side, and then there is a filter at the back. Just pan up a little bit. There's a filter that's removable, which I presume you can sort of wash or blow through. There's a nice little strip light on it, and 2 large fans at the back. Whole thing, it looks quite nice, and I think it will do the job for polishing me watches and bits and bobs and bits of jewellery. I've got the other one, the SP, for anything larger I want to do, like my bike parts and stuff. So, but this one really I'm going to dedicate to me jewellery and stuff. So on the side, I'm going to show you this. There's 2 switches there. One turns the light on, and the other one turns the fans on and engages the motor. Now the motor won't actually start spinning up until you will rotate the drive on it. But it's relatively quite quiet. I like the light on it. That's quite a nice feature on it. And then the rotary knob, obviously you turn just to start it up. I'll probably run it around about there, something like that. But yeah, so there's quite a bit of vibration, so I'll probably look whether any of the mounting screws need retightening. It has travelled all the way from China or whatever. So the approximate dimensions out of the box is roughly 18 inches across, or 46 centimetres. The depth is 13 inches, or around about 33 centimetres, and the height is roughly 8.5 inches, or about 21 and a bit in centimetres. That's the rear view with the fans. The weight of the unit is probably around about 8 kilos. Comes in quite a small box, easily carryable by one person. It's smaller than I thought it would be, but I think it'll be perfect for polishing my watches and bits of jewellery and things. And as I'll use the DSM150PS for my bike bits. But I'm hoping that the extractor system on this works anyway. The other one I can use outside if need be, so there is no major problem. Right, we're going to test now the polish and linear shaft from China, and again we're going to use the same tachometer to do it. Right, let's try the minimum setting. And we're getting about 821 RPM. Let's go up to the maximum setting. 3,742. Well, it's quite a long way short of the manufacturer specification. Manufacturer says 0 to 8,000 RPM. The minimum setting on the rotary dial is about 840 RPM, and the maximum 3,740, well 45 if you like, RPM. It's a long way short of 8,000 RPM, but to be honest, it's only for polishing jewellery this, and I don't think I'd ever run it up that speed anyway, really, to be honest. So I've got no problem with that. I'm going to look at the rotational speed compared to the manufacturer's data sheet, which states it should be 2,950 RPM. Okay, let's start them up. Okay, that's showing 2,965. It's all but bang on, really. Just going to do a electrical safety test on these two pieces of equipment that we bought. Basically because they've come from China, and I just don't trust their wiring or their interpretation of good earth bonding. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to test the 4-inch polisher linisher and see how it measures out. We're going to use the Q-Tech. We put the ground actually on the ground lug directly from the mains wire. It's all plugged in. We're going to do a class 2 test. Everything's switched on. So let's start the test. Okay, instantly we failed the earth continuity test, showing a resistance of greater than 0.1, which is the pass rate. It's only a very short lead, so it's definitely a problem there. I have tried the various other points on it, and it still fails. So let's do the next test, which is the insulation resistance. And it's past that, no problem at all. It's greater than 20 meg ohms, so no problem at all with that. As a comparison, we'll test the DSM150PS and just see the difference. The DSM150PS, we'll do the same test for earth continuity and insulation resistance using the Q-Tech meter. So let's come back onto that again, zoom in a little bit, and we'll start the test on that one. Okay, we've got to pass on both of those. So the earth continuity is fine on that. So I'd be quite happy to use that in the workshop, the DSM150PS, based on those results. But I think we need to do a little bit of work on this linisher polisher from China and see what it does. We've rebonded it a couple of places, such as down here. I've scratched off the paint on both sides, which correlates to the motor as well. This here is the earth tag. I've took the paint off there on both sides just to give a better continuity. I've replaced the lead totally, and the original lead, mains lead that came in. I was just looking at it and I just noted that that's as good as earth connection they did. You would have thought they would have stripped it back, tinned it, sold it, or whatever, but it seems they relied on the lugs to make the contact. It could have been part of the problem, I don't know. It just doesn't seem the best way to do it to me. I've been a belt and braces, and if you can get the soldering iron out, get it out. We've got to put the motor back on, and then what we'll do, we'll run the insulation resistance test and see if it's improved anything. Right, let's check our work. We've bonded everything the best we can. We've sprayed paint off in places. We've added extra earthing wires, and And let's do the test and see what it comes up with now. Let's just zoom into the meter. Okay, let's press the magic button. And it's now passing both the continuity and the insulation. Absolutely perfect. Doesn't seem to matter where I put the earth lead.